Hey gang, welcome back to another great episode of Powerboating in Paradise TV. Stu Jones here at Nautical Ventures in Dania Beach, Florida, where they've got a ton of cool hardware on display. We're taking a break from the poker run action for this episode number 10, and the reason we're taking that break is because we're going to just backtrack and we're going to take inventory of the types of boats that you can use to attend Florida Powerboat Club poker runs. It starts out with the sport boat class, and that's going to be V-bottom boats. They're going to cruise 55 to 60 miles per hour, so it's going to be the smaller V-bottoms from 25 up to about 35 foot, and you're going to get a lot of the center console outboard boats. We're seeing a lot of these on the poker runs these days. Then we move up to the performance class. Let's walk over here to this fountain. And the reason we're at Nautical Ventures is because they have such a variety of boats here on display. But this 2012 Fountain 42 Lightning is powered by Mercury Racing 700s, and it's got number 6 drives. Those are the big guys. And this is a cool boat because it's probably one of the most popular V-bottoms in the Florida Powerboat Club over the years. So we're going to showcase this boat as a performance class. Then, of course, we have the high-performance boats, and that's going to be the faster V-bottoms. These are the triple-digit boats that cruise at 100 to 150 miles per hour. And, of course, it does include all those high-speed cats that we're seeing on the poker run circuit. It's all here on this episode of Powerboating in Paradise TV. Let's go. In the sport boat class, this Baja is a perfect fit. It's a 30-foot GT, one of the new models from Baja, built out of the Fountain factory in North Carolina. I noticed that it's equipped with an aluminum trailer, a Maratrail trailer built in Florida. So it's a nice, easy, trailerable package. A nice big swim platform adds 2 feet to the boat, so technically this is a 32-foot boat. And it's got an 8'6" beam, which is what you want to have, a trailerable boat that's easy to pull. Just under 7,000 pounds, so you can pretty much pull this with like an F-150 or just a standard 1-ton pickup truck. You don't have to go to a full-size dually. It's got Mercruiser 430s in it, so altogether 860 horsepower. Plenty of power for this 30-foot boat. This total package, this boat you can get for about $185,000 fully equipped. Now, entry level to the sport boat class would be a single engine 25 to 26 footer, and these Bajas are a perfect example. This is the 25 Outlaw. This is the Islander 247, a bow rider. So obviously this is just a day boat where this could become a weekend boat as well. These boats are going to be great for poker runs on rivers. In protected waters, they're not going to be recommended for coastal running. You can't go to the Bahamas with the club in this boat because it is single engine, but they're great for every other poker run that we do. Continuing our showcase of the sport boat class, we stopped by Dollar Offshore in Hollywood, Florida, to show you the Sensation 34 CCX. It's a perfect example of what sport boat center console class is. And we're starting to see a lot more of these on the poker run circuit. That's in fact why we created the class in the first place. But let's understand what the speed is all about. This boat is capable of running speeds close to 75 miles per hour. But that's not the speed you're going to run the boat on a poker run. You're going to run about 50 to 55. The benefit of this boat is having all of your friends along. You'll be able to put 10, 12 people on this boat comfortably and have a great day. You'll be able to turn up the music, you'll be able to enjoy the day, get a lot of scenery in as you cruise through the Florida Keys, and you're going to have a good old time. At the end of the day, spray it down, put it back on the trailer, and put it away. They're very, very windy boats, but that's what makes it more fun, going out and enjoying the day. This is Mark and Eileen Fisher. This is a perfect example of a very popular sports center console, a 36-foot deep impact built in Miami. Here's Cigarette's most popular center console. This is a 39 GT. That's Mike and Maggie Sands on board. It's powered by triple Mercury Verado 300s. Nortec has become a very popular center console builder. This is a 34 center console with triple Mercury 300 Verados. Sport boat class is ideal for this 24 Excalibur. It's an older boat, a 79, so you restoration guys out there, you know you've got a place to run those boats when they're all done. And here's a great entry-level boat. This is a Baja 23 Outlaw with a single engine. When we come back, we'll be featuring the performance class boats, so don't go away. We'll be right back with more Powerboating in Paradise TV.
Performance you can see, and performance you can definitely hear. It's the look and sound of Custom Marine Performance mufflers, headers, and tailpipes, and it's been the choice for offshore racers and performance boaters for over 30 years. Top quality materials and industry-leading fabrication make CMI exhaust the benchmark in the marine industry. Go to Custom Marine for some amazing tech specs and ordering information. Custom Marine, it's all about performance.
BoatsDirectUSA.com is your Florida Keys connection for the best prices on beautiful new boats, used boats, and quality service for your existing boat. You will save thousands on new boat brands like Contender, Blackwater, Deep Impact, Statement, and Ocean Hawk, as we are the exclusive dealer. At BoatsDirectUSA.com, you will choose from the largest and nicest selection of quality pre-owned boats too. Over 70 boats in stock. Financing is available. Just log on to BoatsDirectUSA.com now to get pre-approved. Trade-ins are welcome, so trade up into your dream boat at BoatsDirectUSA.com. Mile marker 98 in the middle, Key Largo. Need service on your existing boat? We have full-time certified Yamaha, Mercury, and Mercury Verado technicians on site, and we are your authorized parts dealer. Call today to learn more about our 100-hour services and general repair work at BoatsDirectUSA.com.
So, you're looking for a place to go on vacation, where the water is warm and the nights are hot. A place to remember. A place to get lost. Or blend in with the crowd. A place that defines your individuality. A place to test your skill at something new. A place that feels like home away from home. Visit Jacksonville, Florida.
Welcome back to Powerboating in Paradise TV, featuring the Performance Boat Showcase, where we're breaking down the 3 different speed classes for attending FPC poker runs. Now we're going to talk about the performance class. Now these are the boats that are going to run 65 to 100 miles per hour, pretty much cruising speeds at 75 to 80 miles per hour. Now this Fountain 42 Lightning is probably one of the most popular performance class boats in the Florida Powerboat Club over the years. And there's a lot of reasons why. Mercury Racing 700s. Probably one of the best engine packages you could put in this boat. But here's the real kicker. You've got Mercury Racing number 6 Speedmaster drives. Now Fountain was one of the only manufacturers that opted to put the number 6s matched up with the 700s, where the 700s were actually built with a spec drive as the NXT1. They found that the Fountain ran better with the number 6, and that's the way that Reggie Fountain once upon a time decided to do things. Of course, there's no more Reggie building these boats now. These are built out of the Fountain factory in North Carolina, and they're built by the same people that built the Fountain back in the day. And I can assure you that at $349,000, this is probably one of the best deals in the performance class series. Of course, through-hull exhaust and the Mercury Racing 380 Sport tabs, these are important to have on the boat for performance. Let's talk about the trailer and the trailering benefits of having a V-bottom like this. The boat has an 8'6" beam, which means it's legal trailering. You can trailer this boat with a 1-ton pickup. I'm going to recommend a dually or an F350, something a little bigger, or like a, if it's a Chevy, probably like a 3500 diesel. You're going to have an aluminum trailer, so you're saving a little bit of weight there, and it's ideal for saltwater applications. It's not a Myco trailer. We like Mycos with the Florida Powerboat Club, but this Ameritrail trailer out of Florida looks pretty darn good. Triple axle. I'm assuming they're about 3,000 or 6,000 pounds per axle, making it about an 8,000 or 18,000 gross vehicle weight payload on this rig. The graphics. Now, a lot of factories, a lot of dealers now are doing these boats with a wrap. This is a wrap. It's a nice looking wrap, but you can take this off. If you get this boat and you want to do your custom paint, the wrap will peel right off and you can go and do your custom paint or your own custom wrap. And of course, last but not least, one of the big performing features of the Fountain hull. This hull is a stepped, it's a stepped hull. It's a stepped V-bottom. And it's a high-performing hull. It's a fast hull, and it's one of the reasons that Fountains won so many races and why they're so fast on the poker run circuit. It's obviously a patented design that Fountain came up with years ago, and it's stood the test of time. Think V-bottom when you think the performance class. Mostly these are going to be twin-engine boats. A lot of them are going to have stepped hulls, and they're going to range in size from 35 up to about 50 foot in length. We're here at Dollar Offshore. They've got a little bit of everything here in their shop. On my left, a Cigarette 46, twin Mercury Racing 1075s with number 6 drives. This is a great boat, a very popular boat in Florida Powerboat Club, a brand that we've known for years. This boat will top out at about 110 miles an hour as it sits. And that doesn't mean that's how fast you're going to drive it. Understand that The classes are designed by cruising speeds. That's the key point. All day long at 70, 75 miles per hour, perhaps a little bit up to 80. And if you want to have some fun in a straight stretch and bump it up to 95 or 100, no problem. But we're focusing on cruising speeds on poker runs. Why? Because we've got such a distance to go. For example, the Key West poker run, if you leave from Fort Lauderdale and stop in Miami and keep on going, that's a 200-mile trip. A lot of poker runs in the club are 100 to 150 miles. You want to be able to manage your speed and manage your equipment. On my right, a Fountain, another popular boat in the club. This one's from Texas. It's a 47-foot Lightning. Again, a twin-stepped V-bottom. This one has twin 850s, also staggered, keeps the drives closer, keeps the boat more balanced. This boat is another 100-mile-an-hour boat, 110, 115 probably, if you really want to go fast. But realistically, it's a 65 to 75-mile-an-hour cruise. And if you want to get up and get on it, I know that Warren will push this boat up to 100 miles per hour because I've seen him do it. But if he's got 6, 7, or 8 people on board, he's going to bring the speed down. He's going to be cruising 65, 70 miles an hour all day long, so everyone could enjoy the day. Continuing with our performance boat showcase, this is the 37-foot Active Thunder built right in Pompano Beach. Notice the radical step in the hull. This one's powered by Mercury Racing 600s. Nortec high-performance boats, a very popular brand. This is the latest 437 powered by Mercury Racing 1100s. What a beautiful boat. And from Cigarette, this is the 42X. This is powered by Mercury Racing 700s with NXT1 drives. This boat may be for sale. If you're interested, call the club office. Here's a 42 Fountain Lightning, almost identical to the one we just showcased. This is Gerald Brown from Georgia. It's got Mercury Racing 700s and it's a great poker run machine. Here's a Donzi 43ZR with a pair of Mercury Racing 700s. It's a perfect example of a performance class boat. No longer in production, but there are some on the used market. And for our final performance class boat, this is a Cigarette Top Gun 38, one of the most popular boats in the club. We'll be right back with more Powerboating in Paradise TV featuring the high performance class.
We may not all be in the same boat, but out on the water, we're all on the same wavelength. In the Florida Keys and Key West.
Hey boaters, be sure to watch the all-new Boat Show TV, presented by Florida Powerboat Club. Boat Show TV features all of the popular brands sold by Florida's leading boat dealers. You'll see the latest in family cruisers, sporty runabouts, fishing boats, performance boats, personal watercraft, wakeboard, and pontoon boats. Even the finest in luxury yachts. Join Stu Jones and his cast of boating experts, and you may see a few celebrities along the way. Set your DVR or get up early every Saturday morning at 7:30 right here on Sun Sports.
Welcome back to Powerboating in Paradise TV featuring the annual Performance Boat Showcase episode. Now let's visit one of the top performance engine shops in South Florida. As part of our performance feature, we're here at Chief Performance with the resident guru of high performance, Tommy Hofstetter. Tommy, you've been involved with the club for years now, and you are the man when it comes to high performance. What do you got going on in the shop here now?
We've done a lot of work this winter, getting ready for the summer runs and the poker runs, which we're real excited about. It's been really busy here. I've been doing a lot of new engines and some rebuilds. We have an engine here. It's a 1350 horse for a Florida Powerboat Club member.
Okay.
And it's an outer limits, and they will be on the next run. So we're excited about that. It has twin Whipple superchargers on it and my Chief Competition Engine Management System.
Tell us more about this engine over here now. This orange engine is beautiful. It looks very similar to the red motor. What's different about this one, and tell me more about it.
It's a little bit different. It's a little bit smaller cubic inch, higher RPM. It's got a different cylinder head into it, a special cylinder head that we had made for it. A lot of intercooler, and it makes 1580 horse. on 93 octane. It's going into a new 44 Outer Limits Cat. So he's real excited about that. It'll be on the Poker Run. He's a Florida Powerboat Club member, and it should be a lot of fun, this one.
Okay, we talked about a lot of high performance. These are 1,000 plus motors, and of course these are the latest and greatest technology. Let's talk about old school now. There's a lot of guys in the club that still have big block, supercharged carbureted setups, and they don't want to spend big money to get new power. What kind of an engine, what have we got here, and what do you tell a guy here that brings an engine in that needs a redo?
Well, you know, I really enjoy rebuilding or repairing the older engines, the older style engines, and we do a lot of Apaches. This one happens to be an old Bertram race boat,
okay.
And it's a carbureted supercharged motor, kind of old school, and it's they're a lot of fun. He'll also be on the Poker Run.
Well, that's great to see. Now, keep in mind that there's an application for every engine, and what we're doing here, Tommy, is talking about the different classes. We've got sport boat, we've got performance, and we've got high performance. I think we've covered performance and high performance. What about a guy who just wants a really basic stock 500-plus horsepower motor, something real simple? What do you recommend?
Well, we do a lot of rebuilds, Mercury rebuilds on their 525,
Okay.
600, and 700. But we also have our own chief engines. That's we make a 575, a 650, and a 700 horse, naturally aspirated, fuel injected or carbureted.
Sure.
Big cubic inch engine, and they're very reliable engine, very robust. Works great with Bravo series drives.
You know, as you're talking here, Tommy, I got to interrupt you because I looked over your shoulder and there's the dyno room with an engine set up. And I love dyno rooms, especially when those engines are revving up over 6,000 RPM. Can we do it?
We do. We have one on the dyno right now. It's for a 38-foot cigarette. It's a 700 horsepower supercharged motor, carbureted, kind of old school, but it's a lot of fun, and it's a great running motor, and I'd be happy to run it. It's exciting to run them.
Fire that baby up. Let's go.
I have to admit that over the years I've been on a lot of high-performance boats, traveling at a lot of fast speeds, but standing in Tommy's engine room while he dynos an engine is really an exciting experience. It makes you truly appreciate just how much power these engines have. Thanks again to Tommy and the crew at Chief Performance for giving us an insider look at the world of high-performance engine building.
Now, one more boat for the performance class. This is probably the top of the food chain. A 50-foot Nortec, triple 850s, triple number 6s on the back, and a lot of hardware. But this is a very common boat in the Florida Powerboat Club. This is no compromise, a boat that's been in the club since it was new, and there's a lot more of these 50 Nortecs around. It's a big, heavy boat, probably weighs about 15,000, 16,000, fully loaded with fuel, crew, everything. You're pushing 18,000, 19,000, so you do need a big truck, a dually, or even bigger to pull this boat down the highway. It does have slightly larger beam than what's legal. I think this boat beams in at about 9.5 feet. 8.5 would be legal, but most guys are getting away with trailering this boat down the highway. Let's take a look at this big hardware and these propellers. We finally see the props now here. These are Mercury Racing cleavers. These are you know, basically a full-on racing spec propeller. We had these on the King of Clubs when I had the Nortec back a few years ago. These propellers average about $5,000 each, so you got $15,000 sitting right here. Naturally, you're going to lock your propellers. You're going to pretty much take them off whenever you go on the highway. The reason they're on here is because we're in a protected shop in a secure area. But that's why we want to be careful about where we go boating. You don't want to mess up a set of these. It gets very, very expensive.
This is a Velocity 39 with Mercury Racing 700s. The boat's capable of triple-digit speeds, but comfortable cruising at about 75. Here's a Nortec 477 with Mercury Racing 1350s. The boat is certainly capable of triple-digit speeds, but very comfortable cruising at about 75 to 80. And here's a 47 Fountain Lightning, the Poker Run Edition. Notice the 6 bolsters. We'll be right back with more Powerboating in Paradise TV, featuring the high-performance class in our next segment.
Ford, BMWs, Honda Accords, Jags, Infinities, Bentleys, Mazdas. Hablamos español. ¿Qué pasa? by the Opelika Airport and in Palm Beach on Lake Worth Road, just west of Congress. OffLeaseOnly.com.
Welcome back to Powerboating in Paradise TV, featuring the Performance Boat Showcase, where we're breaking down the 3 different speed classes for attending FPC poker runs.
When we talk about high performance, generally speaking, the word catamaran is going to come into play. That's because cats are fast, and it's by design. The design being twin hull boat, catamaran. It's got a big tunnel, and this 46 Skater has a huge tunnel. Now, this boat is actually a race boat. It's a retired race boat, but a lot of these boats are in the Florida Powerboat Club, retired and converted to poker run boats. A lot of them are still in their full race mode. So we see a lot of these, and we have seen many of these over the years. Now, this has obviously got a big tunnel. This is a 46 Skater, and it's got massive sponsons, and it's a big boat. Obviously, all the other catamaran manufacturers, they use that same design concept. Have a tunnel, you go fast, the air packs into the tunnel, that lifts up the boat, and what does that do? That cuts back the drag. You cut back drag, and you're going to go faster. So that's in the performance equation for high speed is good propulsion and less drag. That's how you're going to get it with the high-speed cat. You're going to see MTIs, you're going to see skaters, you're going to see Nortec cats, all kinds of catamarans that are in the club. A lot of them former race boats, and a lot of them brand new, out of the mold, going on poker runs for their first time. So while we stopped in here at Dollar Offshore, we bumped into Buzz Fiery from Total Dollar. No connection, no relation.
Spelled differently.
Total Dollar Insurance, and Buzz, of course, is the guy who's been the insurance expert with our club for well over 10 years, and also a sponsor of Florida Powerboat Club. Buzz, we've got a high-performance cigarette here with Bravo XR drives, a high-performance boat. We've got a fishing-style boat behind us. Explain the difference between the two programs.
First of all, I want to say excellent couple of choices here. We, Total Dollar, out of New York, New Jersey, Florida, and Texas, have 2 exclusive programs. One for high-performance boats with stern drives like this. Another is our center console fish boat program for singles, twins, triples, quad engines. Essentially 2 different programs, a little bit different on the rates, but sure. You'll find that it is something that is, for a while, was very tough to do in Florida. The theft of these types of boats really drove the insurance companies away. We put together an insurance program exclusively for these center console fish boat programs type boats, but the caveat is they've got to have that GPS tracking system. You got to have a good probability of getting the boat back, because the thefts are still going to occur, and with that, it increases the probability, cuts down on our losses, makes it a more affordable program for the customer, making the rates more competitive.
And let's also address one thing that Buzz did point out, that this is a high-performance program. Remember that there is a V-bottom and also a catamaran high-performance program offered by Dollar. The high-performance program splits the V-bottoms at maximum speeds of?
Right around 130 to 135 is where we are comfortable as far as a V-bottom boat, and then we get up into the fast catamarans, 160, 165, depending on the skill set of the operator, his boating background, his history. It's all flexible, but we can generally satisfy most customers on fast boats.
We talked earlier about the cost of premiums and the values. Typically, Buzz, there is a ratio that you say that you like to use if you're giving estimates to people that are getting themselves insured in Florida. You use the ratio of about 1.5 to 2 as a factor per 100,000. So you're talking about $1,500 to $2,000 premium for a boat that's valued at about $100,000. So do the math, double that. You're looking at between $3,000 and $4,000, and the scale goes up. Of course, Florida Powerboat Club members still receive discounts, do they?
They get a terrific discount. We have had a program in effect now that gives your members, your VIP, Gold and Platinum members, a nice solid 10% discount on boats under 135 miles an hour.
There you have it. Buzz, thanks for joining us on the show. Appreciate that.
Appreciate the opportunity, Stu.
This is an Outer Limits 50-foot cat with exotic turbine power, about 1,800 horsepower aside, making this one fast machine. This is a Marine Technology Inc., or an MTI, built in Missouri. The 48 is a popular model, powered by Mercury Racing 1350s. Skater is a household name around performance boat circles. This is a 40-foot skater from the factory in Michigan. This one's powered by twin 1000s. Here's another 50 Outer Limits, but this one's powered by combustion motors, Mercury Racing 1075s. If you look closely, you notice this boat has rudder-style steering. This is the top of the food chain in the skater world. It's a 52-foot skater powered by Mercury Racing 1350s. And for our final boat featuring the high-performance class, this is a Nortec 40 Roadster powered by Mercury Racing 850s. Thanks for watching. Our next episode features the first ever air, land, and sea poker run from Miami to Key West. See you then.